Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of Success Saturday. I am your host, Donald Johns. This is the Bull You Can't Bear. This is the Unbearably Bullish Podcast, and this is the movement. Strong markets, stronger mindset, unlimited opportunity. And today, I want to ask you one question. What if success wasn't a mystery? What if every entrepreneur, every great business, every championship team, every remarkable leader, every innovator, every person you admire left behind a roadmap? Not a secret, a blueprint, because I believe they have. See, success isn't random. Success isn't luck. Success leaves habits. Success leaves principles, and success leaves clues. Today, we're going to study those clues together. So let's get started. So why Success Saturday? Well, throughout the week, we've talked about markets, artificial intelligence, networking, business, leadership, innovation, technology. But today, we're talking about something bigger, the person behind every accomplishment. Because long before success appears on the outside, it begins on the inside. Success begins with a decision to grow, to improve, to keep showing up, to become a little better every single day. That's what Success Saturday is all about. Let's talk about the blueprint. It's important. One of the greatest misconceptions in life is believing successful people are simply different, smarter, luckier, more talented, more connected. You know, sometimes that's true, but most of the time, it isn't. The biggest difference is what they consistently do, their habits, their routines, their mindset, their discipline, their willingness to keep learning. Those are the clues. Let's talk about clue one, lifelong learning. The world's greatest performers, they never stop learning. They read, they ask questions, they seek mentors, they study failure, they study success. Growth stops the moment learning stops. Every book, every conversation, every lesson, every podcast becomes another brick in your foundation. Knowledge compounds, friends. Clue number two, discipline beats motivation. Motivation comes and goes. Discipline shows up anyway. Anyone can work hard when they feel inspired. Champions work when nobody's watching. Successful entrepreneurs continue after rejection. Leaders prepare long before anyone applauds. Motivation starts the journey and discipline finishes it. Clue number three, relationships create opportunity. Every meaningful opportunity in life begins with people. Relationships build trust. Trust creates opportunity, and opportunity creates growth. Help people before asking for something in return. Listen more than you speak. I used to work with the banker. They used to tell me all the time, Donald, you have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so you can listen twice as much as you speak. I digested that well. Be dependable. Lead with service, because your network isn't measured by how many people you know. It's measured by how many people know they can count on you. Clue number four, integrity is your greatest investment. Success, it isn't measured only by what you accomplish. It's measured by how you accomplish it. Integrity is doing the right thing, even when no one is watching. It's keeping your word, owning your mistakes, and treating people with respect. Doing business honestly, standing by your values. Your reputation often arrives before you do. People may forget what you said. They may forget what you did, but they'll always remember whether they could trust you. Trust is earned one decision at a time, and once it's broken, it's incredibly difficult to rebuild. Some opportunities come because of your talent. The greatest opportunities stay because of your integrity. Protect your character, protect your reputation, because your name is your brand and integrity is its foundation. Let's talk about clue number 5. Respect time. This is a big one. Everyone receives the same 24 hours. Successful people simply invest them differently. Spend less time comparing, spend more time creating, less complaining, more improving, less waiting, and more doing. Time is the one investment you can never replace. Spend it wisely, friends. Clue number 6, consistency wins. Most people overestimate what they can accomplish in 1 week. We all do it. And underestimate what they can accomplish in 5 years. Success isn't built through giant moments. It's built through thousands of small decisions. 1 workout, 1 chapter, 1 phone call, 1 client, 1 act of kindness, repeated consistently. Consistency creates momentum, and momentum changes lives. Let's do the bullish spotlight today. I don't want to spotlight a billionaire or a celebrity or an athlete. I want to spotlight you, the person listening today. Maybe you're starting a business. Maybe you're rebuilding after some setbacks. Maybe you're pursuing a dream nobody else understands. Maybe you're simply trying to become a better version of yourself. Well, keep going. The blueprint, it works if you keep building. Let's do the success challenge today. Here's your challenge this week. Choose 1 successful person you admire. Study their journey. Don't study their money. Study their habits. Study their discipline. Study how they respond to adversity. And then ask yourself, what's 1 habit I can begin today? Not next month, not next year, today. Because success leaves clues. Let's do the reflection of the week. And before you go to sleep tonight, I want you to ask yourself 3 questions. What did I learn? Who did I help? How did I improve? If you answer those honestly every week, you'll never stop moving forward. Let's move on to the Bulls Creed. I love to do this. Success, it isn't inherited, it's earned. Success isn't accidental, it's intentional. Lead with integrity. Keep your word. Do the right thing, even when no one is watching. Stay humble, stay curious, stay disciplined, serve others, keep learning, keep building, and never, ever stop believing. Don't ever give up, because success leaves clues. Tomorrow on Unbearably Bullish, before we go, I want you to join me tomorrow for another brand new episode of the Unbearably Bullish Podcast. We do the Sunday reset. It'll be episode 2. We're going to slow things down. We're going to reflect on the victories from this week, learn from the challenges, reset our mindset, refocus on our priorities, and prepare together for an incredible week ahead, because every successful week begins with an intentional Sunday, and I do hope you'll join me. In closing, again, I want to thank you for spending part of your Saturday with me. If today's episode encouraged you, challenged you, or gave you 1 idea to apply this week, share it with somebody who's committed to becoming the best version of themselves. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on all your favorite podcast platforms, our social medias. You can also visit us at thebullyoucan'tbear.com. And remember, strong markets, the stronger mindset, unlimited opportunity. I'm Donald Johns. Thank you for joining me on the Unbearably Bullish Podcast. Study winners, build winning habits, and create your own legacy. And as always, stay unbearably bullish. I love all of you, and thank you very much for all the support. I got to add the educational disclaimer. The opinions expressed in this podcast are those of the host and are provided for educational, informational, and motivational purposes only. Nothing discussed should be considered financial, investment, legal, tax, or professional advice. Any discussion of markets, business, leadership, entrepreneurship, artificial intelligence, networking, or personal development is intended to educate and inspire, not to guarantee any specific outcome. Individual circumstances vary, and listeners should consult qualified financial, legal, tax, or other professional advisors before making decisions based on the information presented. I love all of you, and thank you very much.